So I wanted to share something with you guys, something powerful. A few months ago, I'd say probably maybe September, I sent out an email to the leadership team, Mark, Linda. I don't think James was a member yet at that time, and Alexis and Mike. And I sent out an email to the leadership team and I said, what if we could have 8 speeches in one night? Wouldn't that be amazing? Now, I didn't know the logistics of it and I didn't know how it was going to work, but that was my dream. Like, that was a dream. That wasn't just a goal. That was like, could we really do this? I don't know. So I shared it with the leadership team. I got a little bit of pushback because I think, to be fair to them, they didn't think it was well thought out. Maybe, I don't know. But, and I didn't have all the answers. I just knew that how great would it be if we could have 8 speeches in one night, right? So this was back in like September-ish. And we talked about it and we kind of put it on a shelf. Like, okay, maybe that was a little ambitious, right? Fast forward to December 6th, our December 6th meeting. I did a recap or a reflection, not a recap, I apologize, a reflection, because the wording is important. Words are powerful. I did a reflection of my pathway after I completed the dynamic leadership pathway, right? So I had to do, as my final speech, I had to do a reflection of it. So I did that reflection on the December 6th meeting. And I talked about how I've grown outside of Toastmasters. I talked about how I've grown spiritually, how I've grown by expanding my mind. Not my brain, but my mind. Like when your subconscious and all of that, it gets really in depth. But I did explain that in my speech. And then I talked about how physically I feel like I feel different in my body. I feel like a totally different person. I feel lighter. I feel happier. And I'm sure you guys have seen the change in me since I started, right? Now, last night's meeting, guess how many speeches we had? Hold on. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking 8 speeches, but it wasn't planned. It just happened. We had Jill spoke at the meeting, Katina spoke, Linda spoke, Bob spoke, Alexis spoke, Michael spoke, James spoke, and guess who was the last speaker? 8 speeches in one night. It wasn't planned, but it was something that, like a dream that I had, backed by emotion, backed by like, I really would like to do this. That would be so awesome. And it happened. And the leadership team knows what I'm talking about, because when I said it, they were kind of like, it wasn't logical. And thank you guys to the leadership team for we talked through it. And I felt like we were in a good place after we kind of talked through it. So it didn't get completely trashed. We just kind of left it where it was after we spoke about it. And so I want to talk about the leadership team. And, like last night at the meeting, I said some pretty powerful things. I said that I believe 100% that our Club 85 in Beaver, Pennsylvania, is the best club in the entire world. That's a pretty bold statement. And I got some snickers, but I wasn't laughing because I truly believe that. And if you believe, then you can achieve. Just let that simmer on your brain. You don't have to actively think about it, but you hearing me say that, let me be the one that says the crazy, outlandish things. But if you hear it enough, you might start to believe that we are great. You'll start to see that we all bring something to the table, which, by the way, Rhonda, I miss you telling us we can't use profanity in the club. Kevin, your last speech about doing the spreadsheet for your son's games, and that was so dynamic. That still sticks with me, that speech. And I'm like, I want to see Kevin again. I was like, when was the last time I've seen Kevin? And I went through my pictures, because at the end of every meeting, we try to take a picture. We've missed a few. But July 5th was the last time I think I've seen you at the club. And we miss you. It's coming from a place of caring. I miss Alex. Alex, I know you've heard some really interesting speeches from me, but I really miss having you in the club. And I know you're going through a lot of things. You're doing, your schoolwork. You're trying to become a chef. I know you were looking to get a job in doing cooking. And I'd love for you to bring something in that you cooked for us. And I love this club. I love the members of this club. It was so good to see Jill and Katina yesterday. Karen Clark, I miss you. Who else am I missing? I don't want to leave anybody out, because we really do make up the Beaver Club. Even if you've missed a few meetings, even if you've missed a lot of meetings, we need you. We need your input. You're valuable to us. And we hope you continue to pay your dues. Not because of it's not a numbers thing. It's truly caring about our members. And I just want you to know that I care about you guys and how powerful this club is. Because we really are a dynamic bunch. Look up the word dynamic. Look it up in look up the Merriam-Webster dictionary definition, because that is the most powerful definition. And I don't remember it offhand, but just look it up. You do the work. You have a little bit of skin in the game. Just type it into your phone or your computer or wherever you are right now. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. What are the other holidays? Hanukkah just passed, I believe. But whatever you celebrate, happy holidays. And we want to see you back in the club at your earliest convenience. I'm kind of begging, just a little bit. I'll see you soon.